Hello guys, it's Sharkley here with my Constellar deck list. It's, well, not my first version of it, but the first one I have uploaded on YouTube. I've played around with stuff before and it hasn't really worked, so I've been looking at other deck lists to see how different mine is to everyone's, and it's pretty unique for a Constellar deck, so let's just get ahead with it. Right, I run 3 Constellar Pollux. Most probably my favourite card of the whole archetype. It's awesome. 3 Griddy, 3 Corst, 3 Sheraton, 2 Leonis, 2 Shep, 1 Hoa, 2 Acubens, 1 Cyber Dragon, 1 Honest, and 1 Guardian of Order. And spells: 2 Constellar Star Sign, 1 Constellar Super Rebirth, 1 Double Summon, 2 Constellar Belt, 2 Nightbeam, 1 MST, 1 Reborn, 1 Avarice. And traps we have 2 Royal Decree, 1 Luminize, 1 Magic Cylinder, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Ultimate Offering, and 1 Xyz Reborn. On to sides, have another Shep, another Hoa, 2 Cyber Dinosaurs, another MST, another Double Summon, 1 Photon Lead, or Lead, mostly Lead, 1 Goes and Match, another Luminize, 2 Warning, 2nd Cylinder, 2nd Ultimate Offering, Call of the Haunted, and another Xyz Reborn. Onto the extra deck, the Zemains, Hyades, Chronomaly Crystal Chrononaut, number 17 Leviathan Dragon, 2 Constellar Beehive, 2 Constellar Omega, 2 Gemknight Pearl, 1 Constellar Pleiades, 1 Bulbasaurus, 1 Adreus, and 2 Messier 7. Not going to bother pronouncing a yes, I can't even do it. Alright, so this deck, this guy is pretty much essential, that's why I run 3 of him. Use his effect, summon a Griddy, and use her effect, summon a Corst, and then you can either boost up one of those or itself to a 5, and then get like a Bulbasaurus out, get an Adreus out. Pretty awesome, especially Bulbasaurus because his effect is badass. Sheraton, his effect, you can add 1 Constellar monster from your deck to your hand. So best bet is to use Pollux or Leonis, but we'll get to him soon. Get Sheraton, and then take any other card that you need from your deck to your hand, ready for your next turn. I'd most probably go for one of these 2. I'm not too sure. I'm not saying not too sure why, but Shet's level effect will sort of prove why. But anyway, not very good at these videos, as you can tell. Leonis, his effect is while this card is face up on the field, once per turn during your main phase you can normal summon another Constellar monster in addition to your normal summon. So he's like Pollux, but the effects vary tiny bit, obviously the levels. Acubens, he's just there because he's got good defense, 2000, and he gives a boost to everyone. So you could use Hoa, tribute him, and you can special summon from your hand or graveyard and face that defense position 1 Constellar monster that isn't him. So Acubens has the best defense, so you know this is sort of one of the best options, and he's a level 4, so you can play around with these guys and the awesome course and fun times. Cyber Dragon is a good, if you get it in your first turn, good play. Also, like with Shet, it's the same type of effect. If it's all, yeah, same effect, but it's the second effect is badass as well. You can copy the level with any other Constellar monster on the field or in the graveyard. So if you use Course and boost him up to say level 6, and you summon Shet, you can seize. Oh no, clear these. Level 5. I do need a level 6. Oh, yeah, there you go. You can get Messier 7 straight away and use this effect straight away instead of having to go over to that with the Thunder Charger, sort of Chaos, Xyz way of summoning. Yeah, Cyber Dragon is a good fit one. Honest is obviously a staple for light based decks. And Guardian of Order was just a random card I was just looking to fill because I wanted a bit of a different Constellar deck to everyone else, and his effect, or her effect, depending on what 6 it is, it's pretty awesome. Is if you control 2 or more light monsters, you can special this card from your hand. You can only control one Guardian of Order, so you can only have one of that at any time. And with this deck, you're pretty much going to get 2 light monsters every turn, pretty much. So if you have that, 2500 attack, beat stick straight on your field. One good play you can do, if you ever have the opportunity to pull it off, summon Cyber Dragon. If you have an empty field and your opponent has a monster, if you have Honest, summon Honest, like normal summon it, and then if you have Guardian of Order, special summon that, and then use Honest attack effect to get it back to your hand. Because then, well, your opponent will know that you have Honest, but hopefully you'll be too afraid to sort of do any attacks because they know that you're going to drop Honest on them, so they'll be wary of what the hell you can do. So they know what card you have. You have this card in your hand, but the good thing is they might not want to attack because they know that you're going to drop it on them. Awesome. So that's a nice little play that I sort of worked out. On another note with Guardian of Order, well, not, you know what I mean. Cyber Dragon, Cyber Dinosaur. I don't know why I said Cyber Dragon because of that dude. Yeah, as I was looking for one of those. This is a recent one I sort of found yesterday or the day before. Awesome effect, light monster as well. 2500 beat stick. Effect is when your opponent special summons a monster from their hand, you can special summon this card from your hand. So there's quite a lot of that going on quite a lot of the meta decks now. So they can, especially when Xyz and that happens, they do that. Especially if they have one that's under 25 attack. Bang, Cyber Dinosaur on the field. At the moment it's in my side deck because I can't really find room for it there, but it can be switched out for Guardian of Order and maybe Cyber Dragon. It's good to have like a tiny bit of a change and more options than just normal Constellar. Considering Constellar work only with Constellars, it's quite nice to have like 3 or 4 cards that you can fit in there or in this deck that aren't Constellar, just to sort of give you more options. There was Ghost Ship, but not too keen on it. I know Ghost Ship is sort of one of those cards that people say to use, but I'm not too keen on it, as I said. Royal Decree, it's quite a staple in this deck actually, because they don't really, none of their effects are really monster destroyers and stuff like that, so having Royal Decree helps. Avarice is another addition that I completely forgot about. I don't normally run Avarice in any of mine, but the amount of times that these guys go to the graveyard with the easy XC summons they have, it's good to have Avarice to get them into your deck again, and you can draw them and then carry on with shenanigans. Also, so Reborn helps. Night Beam, it's one of my favourite cards at the moment. Amazing. Along with Cylinder, it's always been one of my favourite cards. Same with Compulsory, but I just didn't have room to fit it in there at the moment. But I might end up taking out either Ultimate Offering or another double summon, because really they can summon anyway, but I don't know. I mean, I've tested it with previous versions, because before I have had, bear with me, my first one I've had like an Antares in there. I haven't had a Rasher yet. I had a Spicer in there, and where's the other dude? There's one more. Esker, that's it. And I just found that I couldn't really get them out as often, and I was tending to go straight for Xyz plays with Coursed. But, you know, I might go around, change up a bit, but at the moment this is going to be my official version 1 build, and as I test it more with this deck, because I think it'll do a lot better than the previous testings I did with the old deck. I mean, it did really well before, but I think this is a lot more consistent. I'd hope so, but yeah, I'll try and upload some videos and some duels that I've done. And yeah, I don't want to really ramble on for too long, because I tend to do that quite a lot, and I still don't really not know what I'm doing with deck videos. So yeah, it's my Constellar deck. Hopefully you like it. It's a bit different to every other Constellar deck out there, because, you know, only a tiny bit of the Guardian of Order and the Cyber Dinosaurs and some of the traps that I run. But, you know, just let me know what you think. Really could do with some help, you know. I'm not very good at deck building. You sort of have some ones there that I'm sort of in the process of making, and I'm not very good at it. But yeah, if any suggestions would be helpful. I do plan on making this deck when the cards become available in the TCG, which hopefully is in Arsenal 7. Because I mean, I love when these were the Sacred. They're like the first deck I made on Julian Network, and I'm a big fan of Greek mythology, and there's quite a lot of constellation stuff within Greek mythology, so, you know, these guys sort of straight into my mind when I saw them, and I was like, yep, gotta build these. And sort of in a slow process, then sort of water deck stuff has been coming out, and water monster fans, so that took priority. But now I'm gonna focus solely on these guys, so I'll be making this when I have the cards available in real life. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you want to subscribe, you can, not too bothered. You like the video, don't mind, and hopefully you can comment, because, you know, God knows I need help with stuff like this. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.